What's up, everyone? It's Rich Brecklin with eXp Realty, and welcome to another episode of Arizona Life. Today's video, it's gonna be short and sweet. We're gonna get to the meat. That sounds weird.
Who wants some man meat? I do. I want some man meat.
But it is going to cover the cost of living right here in Phoenix Metro in 2022. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If it is not, well, thank you for watching what I put out. I love what I do. I love sharing content about what it is like to live right here in Arizona, sharing our journey and my family's journey of moving to Arizona from Illinois and getting able to help my clients do the same. Now, this is the channel. Yeah, it's about Arizona. It's also about helping people with real estate. So if you are looking to move here and need help finding a house or selling a house, let me know. I can definitely help you get into a home here in Arizona, and I have colleagues throughout the country. So if that's you, definitely hit me up and I would greatly appreciate it. Well, enough about me. Let's get to it. First things first, obviously your home. You know, the cost of living with housing, not just in Arizona, but across the country has exploded. But Phoenix last year was one of the top 5 for growth. 38.1% appreciation from 2020 to 2021. And in 2022, it does not look like it is going to slow down at all. So last year in 2021, you know, the average was in the 5s, median was in the low 4s. This year, the median is already close to 5 with an average this year of $596,000. Yes, that is right. To buy a home on average, it is going to cost you around $595,000. Now, the median price, now if you don't know the difference between median and average, go back to 4th grade, 3rd grade math, I can explain it to you. Median is pretty much meeting in the middle. The median here is just under, $475, give or take. But what does that actually look like? And this is not accounting for, HOA, and I also don't have PMI in there. So it really depends on the lender, the type of financing you're doing. And all, to buy a home here, average median prices anywhere from $2,400 up to $2,900, give or take. Now, maybe you're not looking to buy. Maybe, hey, I just want to start off renting. And actually, I do have an awesome rental program that really lets you try an area out before you buy it. And if you like the home you're living in, then you can buy it, but you don't have to. So it's a really great program. It's a rent with an option, not obligation to buy, but the rental prices here on average, for what my clients like, you're going to be spending around $2,200 for a single family home. And apartments, those are just as expensive. They're maybe not just as expensive, but they're expensive. So rent, remember, 100% interest. The way the industry is right now, you buy a home today, you're going to be gaining equity tomorrow and the next day. So the home you buy today, you're going to be getting a discount compared to what you could get it 6 months from now. So I'm super happy for them, where they no longer have to rent and they're able to buy. So if you're looking for housing anywhere on a low of rent in the low twos, and purchasing, anywhere from mid 2s, 2,300 give or take, up to 3, depending on your location and HOA, that kind of thing. Now, when it comes to groceries, so we're a family of 4, my wife and I, we have 2 daughters. Now, they don't eat a ton, but one area, I won't say I don't pay attention to prices, because we do, but our budget for groceries is right around $1,000 a month, give or take. Now, sometimes that goes up, but we have definitely noticed food prices have increased. And one thing that we've really noticed about prices from the Midwest are your meat and poultry prices. So they're much higher here than they were back in central Illinois. So that may be the same for you depending on where you are coming from. Now, when it comes to getting around your fuel, so I'm driving a Toyota Tundra, and see what my average is 12.6 miles per gallon. Not the best vehicle for a real estate agent, but whatever, it's 12 years old, paid for, it gets me where I need to go. I am spending $3.70, give or take, right now per gallon. So that adds up. Now, if you're coming from California, like $3.70, that's a discount. I'll take it. But if you're coming from some of the southern states, that may be high to you. But so I just looked at our water and trash bill, or on the same, and we spend around 70 bucks a month there combined. So I don't know, not bad. And then our electric bill, so electric gas, we use SRP. The last bill was $70. So this, right now as I shoot this video, it is February. That is much less than my February bill back in Illinois. That one was, probably over 300 bucks by now per month. But then you flip to the summer, that's where it starts to change. So in summer, my bill was around $250, give or take. Again, it just depends also on the style of your home, how well insulated, the age, how well it's constructed, and then how many people you have in your home and just how you live. So it feels like our kids are always with the lights on everywhere when they're not in the room. And they want it maybe a little bit warmer in the winter and maybe I like it cooler in the summer, so I'm not afraid to spend that. For context, the home we live in is 2-story, 2,300 square feet, built in the early 2000s. We have 2 AC units. So again, something to keep in mind. Now, if we had, a ranch that was built last year, it's probably going to be more efficient, more updated systems, and better insulation. Next is, going out to eat and, some other entertainment. Going out to eat is expensive anywhere you go. I don't care if you're in Hannah City, Illinois, eating at Gill's. If you know where that's at, I will buy you a beer. So we just went out to this place called Barrio Brewing. It's right next to Mesa Airport. Really cool, but definitely not fancy. My wife and I each had a beer and lunch. Kids had some lunch. They don't eat much, but it was still, with tip, like 60, 65 bucks. So anywhere you go, like we plan on spending $60 to $100 if we go out to eat. It just depends on what we're doing. I think that's probably pretty average, I think, with around the country for, family of 4 going out to eat. And then when it comes to activities, so we have Top Golf here. I don't remember how much it costs though, sorry. Phoenix Zoo, I do know how much that cost. That was $100, $99 even for a family of 4 to go to the zoo. There's the Odyssey Aquarium, and I cannot remember that cost. It's a real helpful video, right? I can't remember the cost, but I do know I bought a pass because it paid for itself if you went more than twice. So we love the aquarium, so that was worth paying for. But then you have other inexpensive things like going to the trail, to Usury in Mesa or Santana Queen Creek, but the Maricopa County, the trails and then the mountains and the parks, you can buy a pass for $85 and that covers you for the year. So that's your entry. Otherwise, it's $7 a car per visit. So also not too expensive. But I figure that the $85 is worth it. There's tons of gyms all over, which is great for competition amongst gyms to keep their prices low. So say you want to go to, not a commercial gym, and you want to go to, Muscle Factory in Tempe. It's going to be, I want to say it's 45 or 50 a month, and or you maybe are on a budget. You want to go to EOS, which are scattered throughout the valley. They're everywhere. I mean, that's $10 a month, easy peasy. We go to EOS because it's close, not my ideal gym, but there's 2 of them by the house. So many HOAs here, and their prices can be all over the place, especially if you're coming from an area you don't have HOAs, or maybe you're going to a 55 plus. 55 plus HOAs usually are going to be more expensive per month than non-55 plus HOAs. You have less people there, and a lot of those HOAs are going to do more for you, like take care of your, the front landscaping. But for example, in Gilbert and Power Ranch, those HOAs, $1,100 per month. You get tons of amenities with that. You have 2 lakes, you have the 2 pools, the walking trails. Again, it just depends what you're looking for in the area where you call home. But I would figure if you're budgeting $100 per month minimum for an HOA on average. Like I said, some are a little bit more, but just on average, figure 100 to 150 per month. Property taxes here are insanely low, especially from Illinois. We sold our home for $305. Our taxes were around $8,000 per year. Now, if you're paying $8,000 per year for property taxes here, chances are your home is around $2 million or more. So not bad. If you're buying a house here for $305,000, your property taxes are going to be $1,800, which is nuts. I have friends in Illinois whose tax bill is $1,800 per month. So the thing when you do get here and you're coming from out of state is transferring your license plates. So you want to do that as soon as possible, and it's a really easy process. I put it off longer than I needed to, but it was simple. Depending on the age of your vehicle, you may have to get an emissions test. Again, I had to do it with my truck because it's a 2011. It was a few dollars, wait in line and hook it up and you're good to go. And then I got specialty license plates, and I think I paid like $150, $130 for the year with specialty plates. My wife did not get specialty plates, and her plates are like $400, but she has a much newer vehicle. It's nicer. So I think it is based on the year and the value of your car, and that takes into consideration of how they price your vehicle registration. Another thing is landscaping. So all in all, there's so many landscapers here, so many pool companies. It's ultra competitive, so you should be able to get a great price there. Now, just because it's a great price doesn't mean they're going to do a great job. So if you need recommendations on that, hit me up and I'll be able to put you in touch with the right people. But pool maintenance, depending on the pool and how often, $100 to $200 a month, give or take. Landscaping, it might be, again, $25 a week to $100 a week. It depends on, there's no one size fits all there. Think about pest control. So I know a lot of people are worried about scorpions and snakes. Not something I really worry about. I worry more about scorpions than I do snakes because I can't really see scorpions if I'm putting on my shoe. And I'm not worried about either of them killing me, but I am worried about being in severe pain. So scorpions, definitely recommend having your outside your exterior of your home treated, sprayed. Don't have standing water there because standing water attracts crickets. Scorpions eat crickets. So again, something to think about. Is it's worth that investment of just having, maybe quarterly or once a month, having your house treated just for insects and scorpions, keeping outside what needs to go outside and keeping out of your yard what you don't want in your yard. All in all, we have not found it overly expensive coming from Central Illinois. The only thing that really has stood out to us are the home prices. I mean, it's not even comparable. We knew where we came from was super affordable. It was really affordable in Central Illinois. Like I said, we sold a house at $305,000 and it was 4,700 square feet. We're here, the home prices are just climbing so much. So if we wanted something comparable here, we're gonna spend a lot more than $305,000. But there's also a lot more options. It's worth to me paying. I'd rather pay more for my home than pay that monthly payment go to taxes, which is what I felt like we had in Illinois. Like, so much of my monthly payment was going to our tax bill. And the good thing also about here is the way the market is climbing. Like I said, you buy today, that home you buy today, in 6 months to a year from now, the value is just going to climb and climb and climb. So that's a good thing about here, about the rising home prices, is the amount of equity people are gaining so quickly into their home. So in Gilbert, there's a home that sold last year for $615,000. They lived in it for 6 months, did nothing to it, and it sold for like $740,000. Pretty crazy, just in 6 months. And that's not the only story like that. It's happening time and time again. A friend of mine is building a new home. They haven't even moved in yet. They bought it for $538,000. It appraised at $680,000. Crazy. So again, that's just with so many people coming here and home values continuing to rise, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. But if you have other questions about relocating here, how we did it, kind of the steps, the process, definitely reach out. Either hit me up on Instagram or my contact information is below. I love getting the emails, the phone calls, the text messages. I love helping people. And please, if this video is helpful, let me know. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you on the next one.